Yeah, bruv, I'm here. But I got a message, innit? Got a message for Shahaan, yeah? I'm here, bro. Where you at?
Where you at, Shahaan?
Shahaan, yeah? I'm here, bro. Where you at? Shahaan, yeah? I'm here, bro. Where you at?
One of them will be demoted out of the league. Whoever loses out of them two.
What?
Between the lines.
Yes, my Between the Liners, welcome back to the latest review of Game Week 12 in the BTO Pods Fantasy League. For anyone that hasn't joined the league already, the code is here right now. Make sure you join. Loads of prizes available. Anyway, let's get on to the regulars because you guys are my most important people to talk about on this channel. And usually I know I talk about the wildcards. I usually talk about triple captains, the free hits. Forget that for a sec. We've got a more pressing matter at hand. Because for those of you that aren't religious, for those of you that don't believe in a God or a higher power, now is the time to start believing. Because destiny and faith is a real thing. I cannot believe, and I know this started off as a joke at first between these two titans, these two huge personalities, just because their name was very similar. There's a one-letter difference. We was having a bit of a laugh. But this has got very serious. The battle of Shahaan Vs Shahan has taken a new twist of events. 3 weeks ago, they ended up on the same points tally of the season. Calm. We had a laugh. We said, wow, we can't separate them. They've got the same points tally 3 weeks ago in the season. Calm. The next game week, they got the exact same points that game week. 23 points. Completely different teams, by the way. They've not seen each other's teams. Obviously, it's locked off. You can't see each other's teams when they've done transfers and stuff. They got the same exact points in game week 11. They got 23 points each. And the odds of that happening, I've done the maths, I've done a bit of research. There's about 2,700 scores that happen every game weekend. So obviously they got 23. Certain people got 24 points that weekend, 25, 17, blah, blah, blah. Go check out the previous videos to see all those scores. But so for that to happen is like for them to get the same score as each other, that game weekend was about 1 in 2,700 chance. So yeah, literally a 1 in 2,700 chance, roughly, according to the maths and according to research on Reddit. Not only has that happened last week, not only did they get the same season points 3 weeks ago, come to this week, for the second game weekend running, they have got the same points total again, which means for the last 3 weeks, they've had the same points in the season totaled. This week, they both ended up on 62 points each. And if you think about it, there was a 1 in 2,700 chance for it to happen last week. For it to happen 2 times in a row, by my calculations, and maybe someone out there can get in the comments and let me know if I'm wrong, it's going to have to be 2,700 squared for the chance of them to be getting the same points total, game week points total, 2 weeks in a row. So that makes it at least 6 million to 1 chance. Do you know how insane that is? And is this God doing this for our entertainment purposes? To prove, or is it to prove to some of you guys to have greater faith? I don't even know, but my mind is blown. So think about that for a sec. 2 game weekends in a row, 6 million to 1, let's say, for example. And I actually think there's more. But to have the same points total of the season and then to have the 2 game weekend totals, same points in a row, that must be 1,010,000 to 1. And also think about the fact that they could have different players and all the different player combinations, because they do. They've only actually got 3 players the same: Son, Madison, and Haaland. Honestly, I think the numbers are like 20 million to 1 for this exact scenario to be happening right now. And I can't believe that we are privileged to be able to witness it. The battle of Shahaan and Shahan continues. Look at them. 62 points each. You can't even separate them in the table. 36th and 37th out of 45 people. Incredible. Shahaan has now won 6 game weeks out of the 12, and Shahan's won 4 out of the 12, and there's now been 2 draws. It's just a miracle, and I can't believe it. Wow, man. Shahaan Shahan, please get in the comments, man. It's actually a privilege to be witnessing this. And I want to thank God or any of you guys that don't believe in God or a higher power, whatever you believe in. You guys need to send a prayer up today for these two guys who are battling it out in the BTL Pods FPL League. Honestly, I'm blown away by the maths. It's a 20 million to 1 chance for this happening unless any of you guys prove me wrong. Let's move it on because honestly, I'm mind blown. We move it on to the next battle because at the moment, well, last week we saw Coach Watson drop out. Shout out my guy, Coach Watson. We're missing you. This week, so we dropped down to 44 teams. This week, we've gone back up to 45 teams with a new entrance. Welcome to the group, Alum. Not sure how to pronounce his name. I think it might be Alum. And incredibly, his team is also called Rice Baby. So the new clash that developed last week between the two Rice Babies has now become a three-way threat, triple threat. There's 3 Rice Babies in the league. Alum, who's joined the league new, has gone into 12th in the league. Erkin is 23rd in the league. Arky is currently leading the race for Rice Baby. The race for the name of Rice Baby, Arky is currently 9th, and he's had a great week. I'll get to him in a bit. But yeah, the battle for Rice Baby continues. The battle for Shahaan Vs Shahan continues. Honestly, my head is spun by the numbers of Shahaan Vs Shahan. The odds of that is insane. Let's move it on, man. Honestly, I'm actually like flustered right now. Let's move it on. 2 wildcards used this week only. No free hits, no triple captains. You guys have started to slow it down because you've rinsed up all your features already. The 2 wildcards used, one of them was used by my little cousin, Ijaz, who's absolutely smashing it in the league. He's 8th in the league, you know. And real talk, I don't want to bait out his age because you'll probably get embarrassed in that. But he's at least about 10, 15 years younger than a lot of you, man, and he's smashing you lot up in FPL. Shout out my little cousin Ijaz, smashed it. This week he used his wild card and he got a massive 83 points, absolutely killing it. The second guy to use his wild card was Arky, one of the Rice Babies, and he got 89 points, so I'm sure he's feeling vindicated with that choice. Well done to Arky. We'll take on to the captaincy situation. This week was the lowest amount of Haaland captaincy choices that we've had in 12 weeks. Interestingly enough, 18 people picked Haaland as captain and 18 people picked Salah as captain, and they both actually ended up getting the same points, 32 points. So whoever picked those guys, well done to you. You're going to be surprised to know they weren't the only captaincy choices because 18 plus 18 is 36. So 9 other people picked other captains. Rashford had 1 choice, Maradonas, who got him 6 points. Haaland had 2 choices, interestingly. I get it, Old Trafford, Luton at home. You thought he was going to bag his first Premier League goal. 2 United fans had him. Safe, the underachievers, who I'm going to get to later and very shortly, actually. And Saib, my baby cousin, Bondu's FC, also had Haaland as captain. 4 people had Saka as captain. They were paying, I think, second bottom in the league, Burnley, or are they bottom in the league, Burnley? So I got that choice and he only got an assist, I think. He got 10 points. Erkin, Dom, Bilal and Prenon. 1 person and Alvarez as captain, Team Easy, Isaac, who got him 10 points. And 1 person had Bruno as captain, Daniel, Derby Day. I get it. Bruno at home, United at home, Luton at home, Old Trafford. I get it. Unfortunately, didn't pay off. He only got 6 points. We'll move on to the Howlers of the week. I've already mentioned this guy. He picked Haaland as captain. He got the lowest points total in the league this week. Shares mate, aka Spooks Beats mate, safe. His team is called the Underachievers, and boy, you are underachieving, my guy. Safe, I've hotted you up in a few of the last few weeks. You need to sort out your team because you are sliding down the table fast. Let's look at his team. Unfortunately, he brought in Doku this week. And after the 22-point haul Doku got last week, Safe probably thought he was going to do a madness this week, only to get a 0. He got subbed off at 55 minutes and he got a yellow card and he got 0 points for Doku. He had no Haaland in his team. A very brave move by Safe. Some might say the opposite and say it might be careless. He's ended up with the lowest points in the league. He's got 45 points. He's sitting 42nd in the league out of 45. And he had Haaland as captain. As a United fan, I love it. But my guy, to win this league, you're going to have to take it a bit more seriously. Unfortunately, your Howler of the week safe. We'll move on to the team that got second lowest in the league. Second lowest points this game week even. He's actually bottom of the league. Param, his team got 48 points, and honestly, I think he's given up. I don't think my man's playing anymore, so I might not even mention him in the future videos, because as far as I can see, he's given up, and I don't think he's going to be getting many points anytime soon. He's still got Ramsdale, Isak, Odegaard, Burn, Estupinan, who are all injured or not playing, like Ramsdale. So this is probably the last video on Param until I see him change his team. But it looks like my man's given up. He's probably going to get relegated at the end of the season. Third lowest points in the league. We've already mentioned him as well. He's one of the 3 out of the Rice babies. It's Erkin, who's 23rd in the league. He got 52 points only this week. And he's had a howler. He's got no Haaland in his team. He's got Saka as captain over Salah, which is incredible because of the madness Salah's been on recently. Not only that, he had Tsimikas on his bench, and I'm sure he's regretting that 15 points missed out by Erkin, who's taking it into third lowest points total in the league. Other howlers, Pilau Puddin, who got 56 points, so not great either. He had Tsimikas also on the bench, and he had also had Saka as captain instead of Haaland. Pilau, get in the comments, my guy. That's a risky move. I think you're an Arsenal fan, if I'm not mistaken. Risky move to pick Saka as captain over Haaland. Insanity. Last howler of the week, or one of the howlers even, Gaz Zagazar. He's 12th in the league out of 45. He had Ward-Prowse on the bench over Jordan Ayew. Let's just deep that for a sec. Ward-Prowse over Jordan. He had Ward-Prowse on the bench. So he had Jordan Ayew over Ward-Prowse. Guys, get in the comments, my guy. Let us know what you're thinking. Ward-Prowse, 11 points on the bench. Jordan Ayew got him 2 points. We'll take it on to the good picks this week. Whoever had Tsimikas actually did really well. I took him out last week because I thought he was a bit off form, looked poor defensively. I think Klopp dropped him as well. So I took him out of my team. I put in Trippier. Trippier got 1 point. Tsimikas obviously got 15 points. So anyway, whoever had Trippier bagged 15 points this week from him, which is a great pick. A couple of you had him in there. And whoever had Onana, I think there's a couple of you like Haroon, got you guys 8 points, which was a great shout for a keeper, to be fair. 8 points. We'll take it on to the teams. There's 2 now. They're not teams of the week, but they're in the good picks. They're the 2 teams that are the joint second highest points this game week. My guy, regular on the channel, Turkish Delights, Tunje. He's 26th in the league out of 45. He got 89 points. Let's check his team out. He had Trent in there. He had Trossard in there, which is a sick shout because no one else in the league had him, and he got an extra 13 points. Well done to Tunje for that pick. Palmer, who's balling out at the moment, and I personally didn't rate him when he was at City. I didn't really see much of him, but watching Palmer now at Chelsea, he's doing a madness. Obviously, I'm sure a lot of you saw that game 4-4 versus City. He's also got Salah as captain. He's got Haaland and Watkins up top. He's got Bernardo Silva on the bench, which could have got him an extra 7 points. But I guess he almost didn't need it this week because he got a massive 89 points. Taking it on to the next team that also got 89 points, who's been in my DMs because he thought he was going to be the team of the week this week. Unlucky. My guy Arky, who was on the channel recently down from the South Coast, and we got a video for the South Coast lot coming out this Wednesday as well. Special South Coast episode. It's a mad one. Make sure you go check that out on Wednesday. But back to my guy Arky, also one of the Rice babies, used his wild card and got a massive 89 points. He's 9th in the league. And like Tunje, who had a sick differential pick in Trossard, Arky smashed it this week with Mikalenko, you know. 9 points. I don't know how many guys in FPL in this country have got Mikalenko as their pick, but that's a smashing pick, Arky. Well done to you. 9 points from that. He's got Palmer in there. He's got Salah in there. He's got Haaland, Watkins, Alvarez up top, and he had Haaland as captain. Tunji has Salah as captain, and it both led them to 89 points. Well done to you guys. You're joint second in the league this week in terms of points total for this game weekend. So we're going to have to take it on to the team of the week. This week, he's embarrassed the rest of us. He's got 9 more points higher than his challengers, at least 9 more points higher than the rest of the challengers. Because this week's team of the week, congratulations to AC Midjan, aka Midjan. Where is he in the league? He's 5th out of 45 in the league. Fair play to him. He's got 98 points this week. And you know what? I just want to throw in there. He's also from the South Coast, also going to be on the episode this Wednesday. So watch out for that one. Midjan, before the season started, or 1-2 game weeks into the season, Midjan was giving it, oh yeah, you better be careful with me on FPL because I was 1,000th out of FPL in the country last year. So you guys, he's going to get smashed up. And so far, he hasn't really lived up to the hype. But this week, he has for sure. 98 points this week. He smashed it. He's got Tsimikas, Diaby, Saka, Bowen, Salah as captain. He's got Haaland, Watkins and Alvarez up front. And he had Palmer on the bench, which could have got him an extra 6 points, but he's missed out on that. Well done to Midjan, team of the week for the first time in 12 weeks. I know you gave it a big one 12 weeks ago, but you're finally showing your worth. Whatever spreadsheets you're using or whoever's teams you're following, let us know in the comments, Midjan. But well done to Midjan. Taking it to the top of the league. And I cannot believe it. My cousin, the better brother out of the Saibs and the Naibs, my cousin Naib, his team is called I Spice Rice, sitting at the top of the BTL Pods League for the 8th week running. I can't believe it. 8 weeks in a row he's been top of the league. Imagine he's been top of the league since game week 4, which is insane, don't you think? Like the chances of that happening must be pretty low as well. Speaking of odds, like we did with Shahaan Vs Shahan. But incredible. Shout out my cousin Naib. He only got, well, I say only, he got a high 83 points this week, but he's built up a 53-point gap between him and Klops and Roberts in second and the rest of the chasing pack. He's really running away with it. He's on 804 points for the season right now. Smashing it, my little cousin Naib. Interestingly, he's not won any of the manager of the month so far, but maybe he'll be close this month because we've got another international break, obviously. So November's manager of the month will be decided in the next game week, which will be, I think, the 24th or 25th of November. So check out the race right now. It's really close for the November manager of the month. Shout out my guy Naib. Make sure you share, comment, like, subscribe. Anyone else that hasn't joined the league, join the league. The code's here right now. Get in the comments, guys. I need more interactions from you lot, especially you lot that have been Howler of the Week and any of you guys that are smashing it. Make sure you check out the South Coast video coming out this Wednesday. It's an absolute banger. See you on the next one. Peace out.
Between the lines.